Welcome all. Today in this session, I'm going to tell you that how you can write a Java program to calculate the factorial of a number, but using recursion. So for understand the program, first of all, understand what is factorial. So you can see the factorial of a whole number n is defined as the product of that number with every whole number less than or equal to n till 1. So you can take the example. If you take the example of 4, you can say the factorial of 4 will be 4, then less than 4 is 3, then 2, then 1. So you have to go to the one less than 1, that number, and you have to go till 1. So the factorial of 4 will be 4 multiply 3 multiply 2 multiply 1 here. So the factorial of 4 will be 24. So in the same way, you can say in your program, if the input number is 5, your output should be 120. Factorial of 5 is 120. And if the input number is 3, your output should be displayed in such a way, like you can say factorial of 3 is 6 here. So we have to write a program in such a way. So I'm going to write a program. For that, I have just already created a class that is called factorial program using recursion. And in this class, first of all, I will create a main method. And second, I need a function to calculate the factorial. In this factorial function, you can say I'm just taking a parameter that is int n. And this parameter is actually to take the input from the main method for which we want to calculate the factorial. So n will present the you can say input number for calculating the factorial. So now in this factorial, I'm going to put a condition that is if. In the if condition, I'm going to check if the value which is passed as a parameter in the factorial, that is n. In that case, this function will return simply 1 here. And if the value of n, which is given by the, you can say as an input in the factorial function, if it is other than you can say 0, then the control will come to the else block and it will return the value return n multiply. And again, I'm going to call the same factorial function, but by passing the value less 1, like n is called here. So I'm again calling the function n minus 1. So in this way, this factorial function will keep on calling itself within the else block till the time the value of n will not become 0 here. Okay, so now I will show you that how this is going to be work. So in the main method, I will take the number as the input. So you can take this input number from using the scanner class from the user. Okay, so here I'm just taking the value 4, and now it is the number to calculate the factorial. Then I'm using a variable fact, and the purpose of this variable is to store the result of the factorials. For example, the final output of the factorial of 4 I will store in the factorial variable here. So now for calculating the factorial, I'm just calling the function factorial and passing the number here. So for example, in this case, the number will be 4 here. So this line will be fact equal to factorial, and in the bracket, I'm passing the value that is 4 here. So once this factorial function will call, all the calculation will be completed. Fact will store the final value, and we know that in our case it will be 24. So in line number this system.out.println, it will print factorial of number means 4 is 24 here. Okay, so now let me show you that how this program is going to be run. So here you can say when this line factorial equal to factorial number, this line, the control will come to this line, it will call the factorial function. So control will go to here, and at that time the value of number, which is actually 4, so it means in this function the value of n will be 4 here. So it will check the condition if n equal to 0, no, the value of n equal to 4. So that's why control will come to the else block, and in the else block it will again call the return, and this n will be replaced by 4. So this line will become 4 multiply factorial 4 minus 1, something like this. Okay, now you will see that again the thing is that here, because within this statement in the else block, again it is calling the within the same return, it is calling again the function factorial 4 minus 1. Actually it will become 4 minus 1 means 3. So this whole line will become return 4 multiply factorial 3. So this factorial function will again call itself, this factorial function itself it will call, and this time what is the calling of factorial 3 means 3 will be passed to the n here. So now again it will check the condition, n, the value of n equal to 0, no, it is 3. So control will come to the else block, and what is the condition for that? In the else block we have written it factorial means n multiply n minus 1. So it means this factorial 3 will become 3 multiply factorial 3 minus 1. So you can say in this way 4 was previously there. So now the factorial 3 will become 3 multiply factorial 3 minus 1, and in the simple form it will become 4 multiply 3 multiply factorial 2. So now when this factorial 2 will be called itself, this factorial function, the value of n is 2. Again, the if condition will be false. Control will come to the else condition, and this factorial 2 will be replaced by same concept here. N multiply n minus 1 means 2 multiply 2 minus 1 in the factorial function. Now, if you try to simplify this value, it will become 2 minus 1 means factorial 1 here. Now, again, this factorial 1 will be called itself factorial function here. So value of 1 will pass to the n equal to 0. No, it is 1. So again, it will come to the else part, and this will become factorial 1 become 1 multiply factorial 1 minus 1. So every time you can say this value is calculated, and if you try to simplify it, it will become 4 multiply 3, 2 multiply, and it will become factorial 0. When this time this function will be called, the value of 0 will be passed here, n, and it will come to here. Yes, this time the condition is true and equal to 0. It means it will simply return 1. So control will come to here, and this value will become 1 here. So now this will be simplified, like all the multiply 4 multiply 3 will become 24. And after that, because this is the final value, now the control will come from here to this line factorial number, and the value 24 will be placed here, and that will be stored in the fact variable. And when the control will come to the next line, it will print the answer factorial of 4 is 24. In this way, it will run the program, and it is called recursion. So now if you have any type of doubt, you can put in the comment of this video. If you want to get the complete code for this program, you can get on my GitHub repository. I will share the link of Git repository in the description of this video. And this is the program, factorial program using recursion here. If you have any type of doubt, you can put in the comment section. If you have not subscribed my channel till now, you can subscribe it. And please don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you can get the notification about my upcoming videos. Thank you.